updates about Ethiopia's Tigray conflict. US Secretary of State Anthony Blinken has spoken on phone with Sudanese Prime Minister. What is the significance of this conversation? Does Sudan have any leverage to play any role in the resolution of Tigray conflict? Why is US giving so much importance to Sudan? Samantha Power is also in Sudan, head of US aid. Secondly, some Amhara politicians have issued statements. They are questioning international calls for the opening of humanitarian corridor through Sudan for the delivery of humanitarian aid to Tigray. They are saying that Sudan-Mekelle route is a much longer route in comparison to other routes which are short and by which quick supply of humanitarian aid to Tigray can be ensured. Firstly, viewers, Anthony Blinken, US Secretary of State, 4 hours ago held a telephonic conversation with Abdullah Hamdok, Sudanese Prime Minister. A statement has also been issued by Anthony Blinken, US Secretary of State. Anthony Blinken says that the two leaders discussed expansion of Tigray conflict in Amhara and Afar regions, re-entry of Eritrean troops in Tigray, and worsening humanitarian crisis in Tigray. And the two leaders agreed to find a resolution to this conflict. Now, what sort of role is US expecting from Sudan? Is Sudan in any position to play a significant role here? Well, Sudan and Ethiopia are already involved in border dispute. We have seen mobilization of Sudanese and Ethiopian forces along border areas. Then just a few weeks ago, Sudan was threatening Ethiopia against starting the second filling of Ethiopian dam. The filling has been completed, but tensions are there. So Sudan-Ethiopia ties over the past few months have not been very friendly. Why is that the US believes that Sudan can play a role in the resolution of Tigray conflict? Well, Sudan has a trump card on its soil, viewers. Sudan has more than 70,000 refugees, Ethiopian refugees. Thousands of refugees from Tigray crossed into Sudan. Then we know that thousands from Amhara region, especially Kemanth, have also fled into Sudan. From BG, Benishangul Gumuz state of Ethiopia, we have seen displacements into Sudan. So there is presence of a large number of disgruntled elements in Sudan. Then viewers, an international news outlet almost a month ago claimed that its reporters had contacted a TPLF leader who had claimed that there were thousands of TDF fighters on Sudanese soil waiting for orders and they can join the fight anytime. We have been hearing that there could be an attack on Western Tigray from two sides. From Shire side, TDF could advance, and from Sudanese side, TDF fighters could also advance. We have been hearing rumors, viewers. But I have a question. When the US is giving so much importance to Sudan, does the US have these disgruntled elements in mind which are on Sudanese soil? And can these disgruntled elements play any role in the resolution of this conflict by putting pressure on Sudan Ethiopia border? I'm not saying that Sudan is arming or it's training Tigrayans, though Amhara state president and some ENDF spokespersons are on record. They have claimed in the past that Sudan was arming TDF fighters. The way Samantha Power appreciated Sudanese government, Sudanese democracy, upcoming Sudanese election in 2024, and after that, Anthony Blinken's telephonic conversation occurred. It seems that the US wants Sudan to play a role in the resolution of this crisis. Sudan is in no position to play a strong diplomatic role. But yes, Sudanese side can put pressure upon Ethiopian border. This video, this comment which I made, it's open to discussion. What's your take on this? Why is US giving so much importance to Sudan? Secondly, viewers, some Amhara politicians and news sources have shared statements. They are saying that international humanitarian organizations and Western countries are calling for the opening of humanitarian corridor through Sudan for the delivery of humanitarian assistance to Tigray. But Sudan-Mekelle route is a longer route in comparison with Massawa-Mekelle route. Massawa is in Eritrea. And in comparison with Djibouti-Mekelle route as well. These sources are claiming that the distance from Massawa in Eritrea to Mekelle is around 5 hours. The distance from Djibouti to Mekelle takes around 12 hours. But the distance from Port Sudan to Mekelle takes 17 hours. Why is that international humanitarian organizations are calling for the opening of humanitarian corridor through Sudan, which is a much longer route? Why is no one talking about humanitarian corridor through Eritrea from Massawa to Mekelle? A very valid question. Again, open to discussion, waiting for your comments. Thank you for watching.